Alrighty guys, just a really quick video today. So far you guys have learnt about the shape tool and the shape builder tool. What we're going to do from now on is learn one more tool that will be really useful for your next up and coming project. This tool that we're going to be using today is called the pen tool. You can give that a go and I'll give you some YouTube videos on how to use that. But the one that I really wanted to focus on is the curvature tool. This tool students seem to find easier to use and manipulate, so we'll get started with this one. So essentially your goal is still the same. Illustrator, you need to use shapes to create all of your illustrated designs. Unfortunately, in Illustrator, there is absolutely no tool that you can use to just say paint your lines on. It doesn't work that way. You have to always work with shapes. This curvature tool gives you the opportunity to create your own shapes, so in whatever pattern you like. For example, I'm about to show you. So first of all, you do one click. This click here, it comes up with a blue dot. This is called an anchor point. So your anchor point is connected by a connecting line. Okay, if I click a second time, there you can see there's another anchor point there. Now, this is where it gets fun, I guess you could say. As you drag your mouse out and work out where your next anchor point or dot is going to be, the line that is curving there is what your eventual line is going to look like. So if I click here, as you can see, I'm going for a circle-based line. Now I'm only clicking once with my cursor. If I do a double click, the line becomes straight and I can create kind of a square box. If I do just one click again, it will remain curved. So keep that in mind. One click for curved lines, double click for nice straight lines with a nice angle as well. Angle's the right word. Okay, I'm going to undo all of that. That's just my way of showing you how to use this tool. We'll go back to my almost complete circle. Okay, what you need to do to connect your shape, because remember the purpose of using this tool is to eventually create shapes, is you need to click back on the original anchor point that you started with just once, and then when you click off and pull your mouse away, you'll notice that there's no line connecting to that dot anymore. That means that your shape is filled, and if you like, you can fill it in with a different color. Okay, all right, I'll stay on the curvature tool. The main point of this one here is that you can create whatever shape you feel you might want to, and design it in a way that is individual to you, rather than having to go, say, off of the shapes tool and only being able to create these things here. If you want to edit your tools afterwards, this is where things get a little bit tricky. So I will make that blank so we can see it, and I will zoom in a little bit so that then we are looking at it closer. Okay, at the moment I'm going to flick back to my black arrow tool. As you can see, this is a full shape, and we have this outlining box here that's going to make it bigger or smaller, same as we had when we create just a normal shape. If I go to the white arrow tool, just like we were able to with the normal shapes, we can also change these anchor points and adjust them. You can adjust the handles so that it makes the curve within the shape weird and wonky. What you can also do, if you click on where the pen tool is, left click on it, there are opportunities for you to add and delete anchor points. So we are able to add an anchor point in here, say for example, and then expand just that part out there. Whereas if I undo that and undo again, so we don't have an anchor point there, at the moment I don't have that opportunity to do so. I can't drag anything. So if you're wanting to manipulate your shape even more so, you can add and minus anchor points over here, so you can play with that. Okay, I told you this would be a quick video. I've shown you the basic knowledge of how to use the curvature tool and where to find how to add anchor points and delete anchor points to adjust the shape of your tool. What you're going to do now is you're going to go to, let me find a tab, Google, type in whatever you like. I'm thinking I'm going to type in a avocado. I've spelled that wrong. How fantastic, Mr. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go to my images. I'm going to find an image that I like the look of. I'm thinking this one here. I'm going to copy this image and I'm going to, actually, you know what? I like this guy. This guy's pretty cool. All right. And I'm going to get rid of my curvature tool, zoom out a little bit, and I'm going to paste him over here by pressing Control V. Okay. Once you've got whatever image it is that you like, essentially what we're going to do is we're going to use the curvature tool to trace over this. I'm going to go to my layers. I'm going to click on that arrow there. I'm going to find this cool avocado thing, and if I click just here, I've just locked that layer, so he will no longer move. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of my layers, zoom in, too far, so then all I can see is Mr. Avocado. See how the lines are blurry? This is why you would need to trace over something, because this image here is a JPEG that I've just copied in. We want to make it a vector image, which is what Illustrator is used for. Hence, we want to create it in shapes. So I'm going to start by tracing around the object that is the biggest, I guess you could say, which is just a basic shape of the avocado. Adjust where you want your lines. For example, I probably wouldn't put a anchor point down here because it's not fitting to the exact shape of the avocado. I'm probably going to put one there, put one there. Be aware that the closer together your anchor points are, the more detailed, but also the less your design is smooth as well. That was a bad way of phrasing that, but anyway, you get what I'm saying. If your anchor points are really close together, then they'll be more jagged, is what I'm saying. So I'm going to undo that. So yeah, go around, create the shape of the outside of your object to begin with, and then see if you can add in the details as well. So I'm going to make him a green. I'm going to go to my layers. I'm going to make it so I can't see that layer, and then I would go around this shape here. Eventually, I'd then also do the black lines. But you get the idea. See if you can recreate a picture of your choice from Google Images, copy and paste it into here, go over it with your curvature tool if you need to add or minus anchor points as you see fit. All right, good luck.